Hi, Tina. How are you guys? Welcome to Candyland. How are you gals doing tonight? Hello out there in YouTube land. Thanks for joining. Heavy Shag, Todd T, Falcon, what's up? Mm, I don't think I have enough water. Hi, Tammy. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm going to get this giveaway pinned or running. Raid should be here right now. Hello, Heidi and friends. Welcome to Candyland. I'm Amanda, and this is A Picture Tells 1,000 Words. I will be your host this evening for the next half an hour. I hope you enjoy my insanity. I will do my best to keep up with the chat, but I'm going to try and make it through my story because you know how long-winded I get. So, welcome, Raiders. Get in the giveaway. The giveaway is... This story is not brought to you by these extra clean-cut, super snazzy 1950s dudes who are all paying attention, except for that one dude, second from the right, top row, who wanted to look thoughtful on camera. So, yes, this is your giveaway. The photo of the gentleman who this story is not brought to you by. Yeah, busted. So that is running. This is the givey. We're just gonna move these guys back here. Okay? They're still staring at you. They'll be judging from the background. So thank you to my co-hosts, the fabulous Ashley from the Moody Mommy, who's a ephemera badass, and Kylie from Afternoon Antico, who is also an ephemera badass. Thank you for joining brain powers together to create this insanity. But really, this was all Ashley's idea, and we just jumped on board. So, without further ado, let's get this shindig started. And thank you, everyone who's been on the train all day. It's been so fun to hear everything. So, ta-da! This begins high on a mountaintop with a beautiful dame relaxing with her shoes off, waiting for her ride to get here. Her ride, you say? Why, yes. To go forward, we must go back. Way back to when the sky opened up. So we're going to run Lucy here. And Lucy is an old snap. She is extra fabulous. It's nice and crystal clear. And I just loved the way it looked. I mean, she got all the way up. Why? Look at the view. What a shot. Thank you for your bids, Margaret. This is coming to you. And that is Lucy. Number 2. Let's zoom out. Haha. Then I can fix it. Oh, I ruined it. Oh, well. Technically, number 3. The portal. This is a gorgeous RPPC, Norris Dame. Damn. It's a DOPS. So you see. But really, guys, it's a portal. Way back to when the sky opened up and created the portal that transported her and her family to this place, this dimension. It all seemed so familiar, but It is oh so definitely not. This portal had brought Lucy and her three sisters, Louise, Lacey, and Lara, among others, that fateful day. They were very tight knit sisters and got along very well. They were terrified of what had just happened and tried to make sense of all of it. So we're going to run this beautiful 1938 RPPC. Stunning shot. It looked to me like the sky was opening up and spinning, and this vortex was coming down, and they dropped. Thank you very much, John. Oh, and Margaret, you won. The gentleman who did not sponsor this story. And we're moving on from the portal. Hi, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm happy to see you. They stumbled down the mountainside toward the lake to a beautiful view. They could see no one else around, so they stopped to catch their breath and collect themselves. They looked at each other. What had just happened? Where were they? Could they get back? The sky looked like normal sky. Not a trace of anything strange to be found. Lara started to panic a bit. Lacey rubbed her shoulders and said, "It's going to be all right. We've got each other." Lucy sighed, straightened her shoulders, and made a plan. "Okay, let's start walking this way. I feel like there may be some shelter for the night in this direction." Lucy always had a way of knowing things. Her sisters never understood it, but they trusted it. They all followed. So this is a beautiful Crater Lake, Oregon RPPC. Unposted, unmarked, also adopts. So we're going to run this guy, and it's live. So yeah, I really love me some mountains. Hi, Marine Layer. Thank you for the raid. Kirko! Welcome to A Picture Tells 1,000 Words. So I'm telling a story based on photos. So yeah, that's where we're at. So thank you for looking. We're moving on. Out of the mountains. Out of the mountains. Bat Mom! Bat Mom! And then we've got Bree here too. Hi, Bree. It's like a movie set, guys. I'm trying here. Okay. Through the half-dead trees, over the never-ending hills, they trudged when finally they came upon a long, flat path. How could Lucy have known about this path? Louise wondered. Louise trusted her sister, but there was no way she could have known this path was here. Tired, hungry, and wanting to rest, she spoke up. "Lucy, are we close?" Lucy responded, not stopping. "Just a few more minutes and we'll be there. Do not fret, sisters." So we've got dead trees. It's a little 3x2 snap, and the tall mountainsides, the hillsides that are never ending. And then this, "Will you please behave for the love of all things potato?" And then we've got this beautiful, long, dramatic path, which I loved. And that's a big old hefty, like 6'4" photo. So I'm going to run these 15 seconds and it's live. And then we'll move on from the half-dead trees. Half-dead trees. And thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. I appreciate it. This is a really fun experience. All right, moving on. The man and the horse. Whew. In the path ahead, trees began to spring up along all sides of them, and a man and a horse approached them. Lara, being the bravest, walked right up to him, demanding all her questions be answered immediately. Where are we? What year is this? Who are you? Where can we find shelter for the night? How do we get back to where we came from? And what was that thing? He looked straight at her and rode right on by like she didn't even exist. The sisters looked at each other and then back at the man on the horse, riding away. Were they dead? Could he not see them, hear them? Now the sisters, noticing the car in the distance, started running towards it. Oh, man and the horse, car in the distance. While they were all much faster here, it seemed, than they were back home, the faster they ran, the car never got closer, but the path got shorter. What kind of trickery was this? And just like that, boom! The path was gone, and they were immediately in front of a gigantic, beautiful palm tree. They just stood there and stared at it in awe. Now all the sisters were just spun. The portal ride, the man on the horse, the car, now this massive tree, it was as tall as the Empire State Building. They all walked around it in a circle. Just then, Louise tripped over a small rock and fell. And they are running. So these are both large format. They are masked. This is Trinidad. They are both Trinidad. And I love the man on the horse and the trees and the long path with the car in the distance. Thank you, Margaret. Caw-caw! Next up. Ooh. It gets good. It gets good. Hi, Janet. How are you? We're doing a story. We're at the castle. They all ran over to help her up. Are you all right? Lucy asked, worried her sister was hurt in a strange place and they would not know where to find help. I'm okay, said Louise. Just got distracted. Look! Look! And with that, a stone castle rose before them, their shelter, just as Lucy had promised for the night. They walked towards it, trepidatiously, wondering what they could find inside. They walked up to the front door, which, judging by the looks of the rest of the castle, they expected it to be in shambles, but no. It was a solid mahogany inset door with rubies and emeralds and gilded crests of ravens adorning them. Massive ruby doorknobs looked too sharp to touch, like you would slice every piece of flesh on your palm if you touched it. Lacey spotted a door knocker, a small black obsidian raven's beak, holding a simple ring. Without hesitation, she knocked 3 times, and to their surprise, this gentleman appeared. Well, hello, sisters. We've been expecting you. Please do come in, the well-dressed gentleman with the transparent eyes said, smooth as silk. It's running. The sisters followed him hesitantly inside the giant mahogany doors. So you get both. It is a folding portfolio. His eyes were just perfect for it. And this was just, oh, anyway. Anyway, I digress. Okay. Not quite home sweet home. Let's see if I can get these both in the shot. There we go. Okay. Whew. Where are we? Inside was not quite what they expected. They entered what looked just like their house back home. There was the lamp Mother had gotten as a wedding gift, sitting plain as day on the side table next to her favorite rocking chair. There was the cozy corner bench next to the hearth where the sisters would often gather to read books and tell stories. They were not quite sure what to think. Laura spoke up as they walked through the velvet curtains into the parlor where they could already hear rowdy voices. What do you mean you've been expecting us? Whoop. So these are two absolutely gorgeous boarded photos of interior living spaces, Victorian living spaces. Look at the furniture. Look at that lamp. The ironwork or the woodwork. I bet it's ironwork, but I don't know. Probably woodwork. Those curtains. So you get both. Okay. This one has writing on the back, but my eyes are too old to see what it says. I did take a photo of it in the listing if you want to look. But they're fabulous. And it's like a dark burgundy brown. Okay. So you get both. And here we go. They are running the pair. Not quite home sweet home. Thank you, Keldell. I appreciate you. Aren't they lovely? I love these. Thank you, Keldell. Kirko! Congratulations, friend. Those are coming to you. We're doing good on time. I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Amanda. This is Candyland. If you've never been, please give me a follow. Paper, I do it every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. That's my pitch. Okay. So, number 10. We are on number 10. Moody. All right. The Raucous Soiree. So here we have a fabulous tintype. Look at this. Oh. Okay. Here we go. Hi, Denny. And before he could answer, they walked into the parlor and were greeted by a raucous crowd of individuals having quite the soiree. The sisters just looked at each other, befuddled. Was this all a dream? A weird hallucination. What was happening? So we're going to run the Raucous Soiree. It has love. It looks like a crocodile, guys. There's not a straight thing about it, but it's a party, y'all. Of course it's going to be rough. Look at them. That hat? Oh, I love this. Her hair, they have been up all night long doing all the things. I love it. And that's a lot of people for a tintype too. I agree. All right. Next. Alexander. Well, thanks. So, suddenly, the older gentleman in the silly hat and tie stood up, shook himself a bit, and he was suddenly transformed into a slick, well put together gentleman with the same grace and poise as the man who had answered the door. "Ah, sisters, I'm so glad you arrived safely. The portal is not so kind to all who enter. Please sit down. Would you like a drink?" Laura spoke, a bit of a quiver to her voice. "I would much prefer an explanation, sir. Where are we? Who are you? What are we doing here? What?" And he cut her off. "All in good time, my dear. All in good time. First of all, my name is Alexander, and I am the keeper. I have called for you, and your sister Lucy here responded to the call." The three sisters turned to stare at Lucy, who just kind of half smiled and shrugged her shoulders. "I think I'll take that drink now," she stammered. "Alexander is running." Okay. Walking into nothing. She couldn't sit anymore. She got up and walked into the hallway, and immediately she felt different, like she was walking through water. Everything slowed down. Things got brighter. The world seemed to stop as she tried to take another step. Her heart started to beat faster. Lucy, for the first time during this whole ordeal, was frightened. This is my favorite photo. It's torn. It's not perfect. But there's something about it. It's live. Thank you for your bids. I appreciate you guys. It's fabulous. It's lived with me for a very long time. Thank you, Heidi. Kirko! Next up. We've got this bad boy. WTF, Alexander. Her whole world went dark. Everything was black and there was nothing. Now she was scared. Her body was falling. She reached out for something, anything she could grasp, but there was nothingness. Then, boom! There she was, standing in her front yard, staring at the house. "How did I get here?" she screamed to no one. She started to walk towards the door, but she made no progress with every attempt. "Alexander, come here," she cried, hoping that she wasn't dreaming, and that he was at least part of this twisted reality. He slowly sauntered out the front door, off the porch, and down the stairs towards her in the yard. I was just finishing your drink, lovey. You shouldn't have wandered off. As he handed her a glass of pink hazy liquid garnished with a violet. Drink this, you'll feel much better. Your sisters have had theirs, and they're having a grand old time. Lucy hesitantly took a sip, and instantly her heart slowed, and her mind seemed clearer. So this is a fabulous RPPC. It's a Velox with the 4 diamonds, so 1925 to 1942, I believe, or 1940. Fantastic house. Fantastic. Thank you guys for your bids. Caldell, it's coming to you. Caca! The meadow. Let's take a walk, said Alexander. And with that, they were instantly transported to the top of the most serene, rolling meadow she had ever seen. Let me tell you where you are and exactly what you are. With that, Lucy took another big sip of her drink to calm down. What I am? She thought to herself, but did not dare interrupt. You are a floater, one who can easily go from one dimension to another. They are unending. I am the keeper. I watch over them all. I am in need of a being to travel to different dimensions and visit different people, beings, and places and report back to me information that I need to know. I sent out a call and you responded. She tried to think of what he meant, a call. What call? But she knew, deep down, it was a feeling, not a physical thing, but an emotional, mind-to-mind call. And she was actually excited. The meadow is running. It is just a beautiful photograph. Very serene. Just calming. Thank you, Margaret. I appreciate you. Okay. The last one are the ladies. And just in time. So these are the sisters. Give them the front and center they deserve. I have a minute. Lucy, Louise, Lacey, Lara. Where to? She said with a sly smile. He laughed and said, Head to the top of the mountain. Your ride will pick you up there. You'll know it when you see it. Find the man on the plaid couch and ask him where he put the letter from his father. I need it. Lucy stood and started to walk toward the mountain, eager to go. What about my sisters? Oh, they're here to keep you company and help keep you safe. You never know who or what may come out after you out there, said the keeper. All right then, off I go. And she started toward the mountain, ready for her first adventure into the land of never-ending dimensions. The end. And this is a fantastic board pick. It is a 5x7 embossed. Stunning. And you get all the sisters. And it's live. Thank you. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I haven't written in a long time. So it was a nice, a different thing to do. Thank you, Margaret. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It was a lot of fun. And Margaret, you got the sisters. Kaka! And yes, absolutely, of course. I'll send you a copy of the thing. So we are going to go raid over to Turner and see what he's come up with for today. So thank you guys again and have a great night.